Must be a great day in the neighborhood. Folks out there doing their lawn. Or paying folks to do it anyway. No train I know sounds like that. And now finally, out of the hood. But as they say, where we're going, surf's up. Beginning on US 1, as usual. On our family trips, we begin on US 40, heading down the ocean. Our folks refused to take the Bay Bridge. They were too scared of it. Scared? So they'd use Route 40, and then take US 13 in Delaware to the eastern shore, or through the eastern shore, as opposed to the Bay Bridge. I'll be going that way now, but it costs $8 to cross the Susquehanna. Coming back this way, it's free. So to save the $8, I'll do my crossing at Canal. You guessed it. And here be our Canal crossing. As per usual. And up here at the end of it, we pick up Route 222 as usual. This will take us to our US 40 connection, where I can again regain tradition on our 1960s route. Around 11:40 a.m. as we arrive in Port Deposit with a traffic jam. I don't believe this. Not really a traffic jam, but somebody back there wanted to make a left turn, and I guess they took a while to do it. Of course, in towns like this, you have cars on both sides of the street parked like that, thus constricting the road. Constriction's over. There ought to be a restriction on that, on constriction, whatever. I'll give up. It's early in the morning for me. Got some flags. Apparently today, Port Deposit is very patriotic. And again at the stop sign, the original route from Baltimore to Philadelphia. Baltimore to the right, Philadelphia to the left. Oh, Port Depositors. Not a bad town. After all, up here, they're protecting the turtles. They have turtle habitat here. What else can one ask? I just got a text. Anyway, now departed Port Deposit. And all that text said is, my monthly plan has been extended for my cell phone service. Thank you, Verizon. Now arrived at US 40, which will be taking eastbound. Galway's Perryville Station, but we're turning east. We're now back on my traditional family route to the ocean. And up ahead there at the signal is Red Toad Road. As I've been saying for 20 years, if you don't have a red toad, get one. Oh, I need to get one. I don't have a red toad anymore either. I just have a green turtle. I actually just have a orange and black turtle, Oriole colors. We're now passing through Elkton. And so we'll be crossing into Delaware, another mile or two up the road. We'll soon be out of state and out of mind. At the light there is the former route to Ocean City. Former US 213, now State Highway 213. At one time you could turn right there and go straight to the ocean without changing routes. Because 213 was followed, the road that 50 now follows, that US 50 now uses. Little fact there for you. Although we're going someplace we've been before, we're taking a few new routes today to get to it. Some new and some old routes as well. And up here they're apparently fixing the road. Huh. Sounds like a Beatles song. The Beatles is fixing a hole. This is fixing the road. Just change the words like Weird Al used to do. And we now just crossed into Delaware. We'll be here for a while. We're not passing through Glasgow, Delaware. And up here, one more highway I once took you down. South 896. We're staying on this road till we get to US 13 southbound. US 13. And a crossing of the Eastern Shore Railroad, that away. I believe probably run by Norfolk Southern, as stuff around here usually is. Being Conrail's gone. But now on a part of Route 40, haven't seen in 30 years. Anything different? Up ahead here is Delaware Route 1, heading south, which US 13 plays tag with, so to speak, as they both go south through Delaware on the eastern shore. And we should soon be approaching US 13. This looks familiar up here, so it's got to be up here somewhere. In fact, there it be. Now, how do I access it without cutting through the gas station? See, that says north, but I want to go south, so I'll just hang a right here and head south. To the north, both routes follow the same road into Philadelphia. South 113, and the rail line we just crossed at grade a few seconds ago. Yep. Ain't seen this in 30 years. Maybe more. I've been north of Philly on Route 40 and 13, but I've been south this way maybe 50 years, come to think of it. So between here and Odessa, Delaware, in 50 years for me. How about you? And here's one of the spots where US 13 and Delaware 1 play tag with each other. That's one up there on that bridge. But apparently here, US 13 and Delaware 1 share the same road. But I gotta get off on the 13 when the two roads separate. Here's a good place to do it. Being tailgated right now What can one do? Now regained the original US 13 southbound. Back on course. Headed up here, our crossing of the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal. Afterwards, we're officially on the eastern shore. A fancy bridge over there that Route 1 crosses over, Delaware 1 that is, but here's our bridge. I try to show the canal, but I can't aim the camera that direction right now. The end. Back on dry land. And now arriving in and passing through Odyssey, Delaware. And this part of the road I passed over recently, just a couple of years ago. And now Delaware 1 parallels us to the west side of the road as we head south. And up here again, both routes play tag, Delaware 1 and US 13. Don't know how else to describe it. Our next hot spot will be Smyrna, or Smyrna, however you pronounce it. Another 6 miles. And soon after that, we'll see a brand new train station haven't seen before. Yeah, by brand new, I mean never seen. It's not brand new in the sense of the word. Never mind. And again, you guessed it, Delaware 1 plain tag, which at this point is a toll road. Another good reason not to use it. And now we're in Smyrna, Delaware, Smyrna, whatever. And heading west on Route 300. Heading for a place called Clayton, Delaware, where there'll be a train station. And now we're west on Delaware 6, heading for our train station. We'll check that out. I was going to try to make it go real fast, real high up. Hope no cops see me. And now we're in Clayton, Delaware. I'll look for our train station. Up heads the railroad, so it can't be too far. Now we're trackside by Clayton Station, obviously. The track's over here, other side of this iron fence. Obviously, the passenger trains don't stop here anymore, or even run here. And some more trackside for you. Hard to believe all these small localities once had some nice train service. Now you wouldn't know that, other than the stations that still survive. Looking south. And north. There is a shack over here, but don't know its purpose. Maybe it's a radio shack? I tried. Clayton Station. Okay, let's go find some more. And now back on Delaware 300, heading south on it. We've come 102 miles so far on this journey. but made a quick turn to see if I could spot where an abandoned railroad used to run. There was a line that branched off the one we were just looking at. It would have passed up here someplace, pulled up a ways back. I picked it up on the Google Street View when I was looking it up, but I forgot where it was. I guess I'm gonna go back to the other road I was on. Hold on. I would have crossed up here someplace. And back on course. Back on Route 300. Now passing through Kenton, Delaware. And about to depart it. But now on a different road. South of Delaware 11. And one more road. I haven't taken you over yet. Or been over myself. And now we're in Hartley, Delaware. But it's hardly worth it. Now see what I did there? Again, mirages in the road. But up here, we crossed back into Maryland for a bit, oddly enough. Temporarily back in Maryland. And now arriving in Templeville, Maryland. But again, gotta pick up another road. That one, this one. Our next hot spot will be Marydale, because it's on the Marydale line, the Maryland-Delaware line. Now coming into Marydale on the original route. If this route got bypassed, the current highway lies to the left someplace through the trees, somewhere over there. But here's the original road through Marydale. And I guess we'll soon cross back into Delaware. Yeah, I'm aware of Del. An old rail line came through here too. I pulled up. I think the same one I was looking for on that one side street. And I bet it's around here someplace. When you see buildings on a stand like that, could have been a track paralleling at one time. But no, it would have gone that way, I guess. Pulled up. Or was it behind me somewhere? Anyway, we're back in Delaware. But when they pulled the track up, they pulled the track up. Leave you playing guessing games as to where it was. At least with the Ma and Pa, you can still tell where that was, pretty much. Being this is the original route, we have to soon be coming back out to the current route. I think it happens up ahead at that bend way up there. The road kept going straight at one time, but I assume that's going to dead end eventually. So go back to the contemporary route up here somewhere. Nope, not back at the current route quite yet. But I better get there soon, or I'll be lost. Just pulled a U-turn to go back to the road that I was on, that highway, because this road isn't coming back out to it. Oh well. I don't want to risk going too far into my way. It happens to the best of us. And inadvertently, back in Marydale, whatever. Here's where I thought a track once passed, but I can't tell. Okay, at the stop sign, hang a right. But now I'm on something called Railroad Avenue. But where's the railroad? I know it's abandoned, but there should be something to see. I would run behind there or something. Well, I think I found it.
Yeah.
I see it. Did I see track over there?
I thought I did.
No, it's someone's backyard.
Oh.
A track ran along here somewhere. Then why is this called Railroad Avenue? Oh well. Head back to the highway. Yeah, a track ran over there at one time. Let me pull the U-turn and I'll show you. Yeah, along there's where the track ran. In fact, over here, some rails left. Found it. Okay, up there is my highway. Turn left. Get back to Delaware. Yep, what did Dolly wear? A nice dress. And now back on course. Although I went 10 miles out of my way. Our mileage now is 127. Would have been 117 if I didn't mistake that old road for the old road. Whatever. Yeah, back in Delaware again. But again, I gotta backtrack. Looking for a certain road. I'll do whatever I can to save this Odyssey. Trust me. And again, back in Maryland. And here's our former crossing here. That way and that way. 311, there we go, the road I'm looking for. I found it. The road I used to get back to the highway I was on. This is my road. Okay. We got it. Sorry for the confusion. Even your bullfrog messes up on occasion. Now passing through Henderson, Maryland. And apparently not a very big place. Perfect. Again, our abandoned railroad over there. Obviously. Across their front lawn. Why can't I be that lucky? Track's still in place over there. In the grass. And arriving in Goldsboro, Maryland. But up ahead we turn left to get back to Delaware. That away. And heading east back to Delaware. After I made my turn back there, I again crossed the abandoned rails. And now back in Delaware. And coming into a place called Sandtown. So there should be a Sandtown road here someplace, which I should look for. Might be a shortcut. Let's see, where is it? Up ahead. Hang a right. There's a place called Felton. Plus, there's somebody back there trying to tailgate me. There's a horse trailer. Now that's better. My first time this way too. And eventually we'll be back on US 13, oddly enough. We'll get to Felton, Delaware. We'll go south on 13 and see if there are any more train stations we can hit. There you go, there is the agenda. And up here we approach Delaware Route 12. We'll be going east to the left, that away, towards Felton, Delaware. which can't be too much further. And here it is, Felton, Delaware. Yep, train station here someplace. If you believe Google Satellite anyway. Here's the railroad. Yeah, Google's never wrong, right? I think I see our station. Hold on. And here we are by Felton Station. Trackside. That's the same line we stopped at back in Clayton, Delaware. And a similar station design. Interesting how once upon a time, even the smallest towns had rail service, that is, passenger service. But today you would not know it. Don't know how often the track's used for freight, but at least still being used. I guess the powers that be decided this place no longer needs passenger service. But maybe one day again. You never know. And back on course again. And up here once again, US 13. Let's get back on it. Right up here. South, of course. And crossing one of the eastern shore lines here. To the east, to the left, it goes towards Lewis, Delaware, towards the Cape May Ferry. Brand new car over there, but the signals don't work on it, or the driver's brain, one of the two. Now an original US 13. Coming into Bridgeville. Station here too, we've seen before, but I'll give you a quick look. Down 404. Sometimes we use this road as our return route. And here's our railroad. And over there is our station. But since I've already shown you this one, guess I'll get back on the road. And back on old 13. Which will still come out to new 13. Modern day 13, whatever. And here it is. Modern day 13. We're going back south. One way. And again, a part of US 13. I haven't seen it in over 50 years. Now arriving in Seaford. But I do believe it's pit stop time. Much needed. And let's see. All right, a space with my name on it. Just what I need. Continuing on, about 4:21 p.m. But come to think of it, might be a part of US 13 I've never seen before at all. The more I think about that, the more I wonder. Because by this point, on our family trips, we'd be on Route 113 instead of 13. Both routes divide in Milford, Delaware, which we're not going to see today. I'm about to pick up eastbound Delaware Route 30 for a bit. And one more road I'm taking for the first time. And apparently this road is rather nondescript. Not much happening along here. Well, some stuff, but not very much. Every now and then, some farm stuff. That's about it. But coming to something here. Which way's Route 12 go? Actually, let's see, I was on Route 30 back there. And that just ended. And now I'm on this road. Well, turns out 30 also follows this road, okay. Some of these Delaware routes can be confusing. Kind of like West Virginia. At the last intersection, there was no sign telling you which routes they are and which way they go. Don't blame me, blame Delaware. And up here, the red roof. Good place to stay. And now westbound on Delaware Route 54, which would take us to the resort areas. But now we're in the woods. It's starting to get dark already in the woods. It gets dark early in the woods. That's why you don't want to live in the woods. But anyway, once again, rather nondescript. Hope we soon come to some place that's descript. Maybe descript here, approaching US 113. Now where's the road go that I want to take? I'll figure it out, hold on. Now to look for 54 and continue on it. This will be part of our return route tonight, this road here. I think I see it up ahead, 54. But back at the intersection, they didn't tell you to turn this way. Right now I knew to do it, I guess lucky guess. Lucky guess, I guess you would say. Lucky guess, I guess. That'll be our return route later on, Route 113. But for now, more descript stuff. And up here, did I see a railroad track? Yes, it did. Another Eastern Shoreline. Let's see, any choo-choo stations? Didn't think so. Big cemetery there, though. Nope, no train station. Sorry. Gotta turn again. Ocean City, alright. Now arriving in Selbyville. Might there be a train station here? Here we are by the rail line, the same one, but no train station. But there's a classic car over there, though. That's for sale. Continuing on again. Let's see what's next. passing through one more hidden hamlet. One of these days, I'll do that again myself. I shouldn't be inheriting a bike, so I might bring you some bike day Odysseys. Wouldn't that be cool? At the light is Delaware Route 20. For those keeping track. For those following along on Google Maps, which some folks tell me they do. Now arriving Fenwick Island. And again Delaware Route 1, which we'll be using this time. And now we're south on Delaware Route 1. A road we saw, as you recall, a few times earlier when it played tag with US 13. And now arriving Ocean City. Normally I'd be parking around here someplace and walking however many blocks it is to the downtown area to where the pier is. But this time I'll keep on going till I get to the pier parking lot. See how much it costs. Up here is the easternmost point of US 50. Yep, good old US 50. I believe it comes to an end in Sacramento, California, over 3,000 miles. But begins back there. And to think this place once had train service until 1935, when the flood washed out the trestle. And over that fence is the inlet that got created by the 1935 flood. That washed out the railroad trestle. Now see what's happening up here now. Any handicap specials or over 65 specials? Free parking if exiting within 30 minutes. We'll have a look. Hugh Cropper, never heard of him. And now to try to find one more space with my name on it, so to speak. Yep. Round and round we go. We made it. Around 6 p.m. right now. And now north on the OC Boardwalk. Again. Again, Thrasher's Fries. The best in all the land. During the peak season, there are longer lines. I can smell them, but I just ate. Okay, let's see how expensive the candy is in here. Go ahead, I'm in. The usual, a couple $100 a pound, but what do you do?
I
can buy a new car for the candy costs in here.
$5.75? Yes. Depends. Yes. Okay, I'll get a quarter pound. Okay. Look, chocolate crack. What do I like? Special.
Anything dark chocolate's fine by me. Contains serotonin. Who knows what that is? I need my serotonin release. And our total, $100. Back out again. Still gonna be very expensive to indulge your habit. $100 just for serotonin. Can I get any cheaper at a drugstore or something? Okay, we're down the ocean. Let's go see the ocean. Come on, surf's up. To think, if I'd have come a couple of days ago, I could have caught Hurricane Dorian full force. See, never procrastinate. You might miss something. Oh, about to walk in the sand now? No more walk. Haven't walked on sand in a long time. Feels kind of spongy, like walking on jello or something. Well, I'm not walking on sunshine, that's for sure. And over there it is, folks. The Atlantic Ocean. All right. Let's see. Europe is that way, several thousand miles. And Bermuda is this way, a couple thousand miles. Where's the triangle? Where's that start? The Atlantic Ocean, just for you. Still some surf there. I guess the surf is up. I guess the remnants of Dorian making their way still south, this far south, 1,000 miles. And to think, way over the far horizon there are some wind turbines generating electricity. But they're far enough out where you can't see them from here. The Bahamas and Bermuda that way, and Europe this way. There you go, geography for you. Now what's she about to do? Now if she were a cowgirl, she'd be just like that Neil Young song, Cowgirl in the Sand. She's a cowgirl in the sand. Who recalls that song? Check you out. Now down by the ocean. Oh no, look on my shoes. Ocean water. Saltwater shoes instead of taffy. First time in about 30 years I touched the ocean. Here comes another one. Not this time. Just having fun, that's all. Now to get back to the boardwalk. I highly agree. Just like cave exploring, leave only footprints. Yep. Everybody's heard about the bird. Thank you, bird. Thanks a lot.
I know, we just gotta wait our turn. Okay. Now you can...
Everybody's heard about the bird. Yep. Bird is the word. All these cool places down here. A lot of colorful stuff. We're head back south. Gotta make up some time because of those wrong turns I took.
I know his head moved.
I believe it. But look, Dolly got some tattoos. Check that out. She just got some tattoos. That's it, I'm through with her. She got them removed. Good. Let's go. And Dolly's saltwater taffy. Forgot how the name originated, but they do not contain salt water. I heard how the name originated, but I forgot the story. Because you're by the ocean, maybe that's why. Some cool topics for you. Again, Marty's Playland, where Bullfrog used to play back in the day. That almost rhymes. These gosh dang claw machines that almost never work right. You're gonna pick something up and it drops right away. $1 to play. It'll take about $10 to get something. Always nice to see places like this where I used to hang out. All right, cruising blast. Virtual reality. All this good stuff. There's something's fishy about this game. And this one too. I thought I saw a crab. There it is. Okay, we're out of here. Continuing south. Anybody up for a haunted house? You're haunted abode, all right.
Visitors at Bloom House.
Cool stop sign there. A mirror maze. If I go in there, I'm not going to be able to come back out. I'll get lost. Now back to the vehicle. Getting past my bedtime. They're heading on out. On the way down, almost 238 miles, counting those wrong turns and whatever. Will I escape the parking lot without having to pay to park? I hope. Maybe I just did. And again, the bay created by the hurricane of 1935 or 6, whenever it was. And I had to make my way over to US 50 and go west on that for a bit, as I showed you earlier. And I had to get over to it. I'm calling for a water tank there, though. And the very start of US 50. From here to Sacramento. Not going that far, though. That's another Odyssey. I think I once rode my bike over this bridge. You've got to be careful pedaling a bike over this one. It's a drawbridge. I can draw a bridge. Draw span. Hope you all heard that. Yep. Over there is Woman Bay. That's what it's called. As I keep saying, you can't make up stuff like that. About 7 p.m. as we depart Ocean City. Try to get the sunset there. Looked pretty interesting. Like a fireball. But now it's almost gone. And over there is old US 50. Part of our bike route. Instead of riding on the 4-lane highway here. That road comes to an end soon anyway. But up here, hanging a right onto Route 589. Again, old Route 50. And our road. using this road to shortcut over to US 113, which we also saw earlier. Made it to 113, about to pick it up northbound. Now officially on it. Today the temperature reached the mid-70s, and although it's getting dark out there right now, still some humidity left out there. Still somewhat humid. Now one more eastern shoreline crossing here. Apparently still used. The lights are still there. Good enough for me. Don't know how often it's used. I wanted to get a run by there. At least it's still being used. And now, back in Delaware again. We'll cross back into Maryland about another hour from now, give or take. Route 54 there. We turned there earlier today, down that way. That's returned earlier. And I said, here's our return route later on. See, I wouldn't lie to you. Interesting thing about these Delaware U.S. highways, they run in pretty much a straight line, as you can see. Well, it makes things easier. But folks tend to fall asleep. Better to have the curves. The right amount of curves, that is. Straight, boring roads breed drowsiness. That's why you gotta be careful when you're on them. Almost 7:45 now. And getting dark out there for sure. At this point, we depart US 113 in favor of Delaware 404, which becomes Maryland 404. But here it's Delaware 404. And it'll be this road that gets us back to US 50. Going this way is like cutting a corner that saves you 14 miles, but saves you no time though. You'll save gas but no time. Oh well. And also, we'll be passing through Bridgeville one more time, and we'll again pass the station. Not going to stop this time, obviously. And again, about to cross US 13. Earlier, we came out of that road over there and went south on 13, as you might recall. And up here, back in Bridgeville. Just turned off of Old 13. Back on 404 again. And up ahead, the railroad crossing, where somebody parked the wrong way on this road by a liquor store. Not very kosher. And again, in the darkness, the station right there. Okay, keep on 404. A little ways up, we'll be crossing back into Maryland. And here we are, back into Maryland. That's what that says. But that keeps saying, you still got miles to go before we sleep, or do whatever. And now bypassing the Denton area. And now back on US 50, westbound. Back on the road that we left Ocean City on. We saved 14 miles, but not much time. I do a couple of pit stops on the way back. A little after 9 p.m. right now. We've come about 80 miles from Ocean City. Another 80 to go. And up here, once again, we cross the Kent Narrows Bridge. And at the end of the bridge, we're on Kent Island. Not far from the Bay Bridge right now. And we now approach our Bay Bridge, which is supposed to be, allegedly, the most dangerous bridge in all of USA. And your bullfrog will not attempt to cross it. Hold your breath. Alright. Here we go. We're now crossing it. Altogether about 4 miles long. And, as I keep saying, how much could they pay you to go up to that red light up there and change the bulb? What do you think? What's it worth to you to climb up there and change that bulb? But apparently I'm making it. Normally I get my epitaph as I cross this bridge in case I don't make it. But I think I'll make it. I made it before. But allegedly, the most dangerous bridge in the USA. Now going eastbound over there, traffic slowed down a bit. There's a cop car on the top of the eastbound bridge. Another cop car there racing to it. Could there have been an accident? Did somebody become a victim of this bridge and they're in the bay right now, as happened a few years ago? I wonder. But up ahead, the end of it, the end of our danger. There's a toll eastbound, but not westbound, fortunately. Again, I cheated the state of Maryland by taking this route. But anyway, now on the western shore. A few seconds back, we saw a couple ambulances racing in the other direction, back east to the bridge. Something heavy must have occurred on the bridge. A bad accident, or somebody went off of it. Whatever. It's still a dangerous bridge. Now 104 miles from Ocean City. And total mileage so far is 342. Right there is Route 450, which is the original US 50 before they built this multi-lane highway. We're about to pick up 97 though, to go to that place. And up here on the left of someplace, there is a nudist camp, believe it or not. I've been by there on my bike, but never checked it out. Through those trees over there somewhere, if you can see the trees, that is. Because I can't see the forest through the trees. Or the nudist camp. Anybody want to go camping? Oh no. Towing traffic through the tunnel that I'm taking. And up here, the exit for Ellicott City. Next time. And that way is Glen Burnie. Good old Glen Burnie. Yep, just got back from Disney World. Now I'm going to Glen Burnie. Almost back to Baltimore. Some Baltimore lights in the distance. now in the Harbor Tunnel Thruway. As you saw, I-895. I just entered the Baltimore city limits. But we're going to depart Baltimore again for a few minutes, then come back to Baltimore again. That's how our route is set up. About to cross the steel bridge over the CSX yards. We've come 131 miles from Ocean City. I thought we had lots more to go than we did, but we're back already, almost. Isn't that pretty cool? And up ahead, a toll booth that I gotta run. Back at you after I run it. And I'm about to enter the Harbor Tunnel. With graduated lighting. Up here, watch it graduate. That's what I should have done. Well, I'm doing it now. Getting lower and lower. Or so I thought. But up around the bend, we exit. Yep. Back out in the spaces. As of now. Mean the traffic at all going in the other direction? That's interesting. Southbound's closed down. Or so it seems. Got some cop cars over there. I guess from this point south, the southbound lanes are closed. No, they're open, but no one's going through. Did something just occur in the southbound tube? Just like on the eastbound Bay Bridge? What's happening tonight? Up here departing. I guess we're on 995 for a while. Picking up 695. The Baltimore Beltway. Not that way. We're going counterclockwise this way. Around 10-12 p.m. as we pass the exit for good old US 1, which we also saw earlier, northbound. Interesting how on this route, you enter Baltimore City, leave Baltimore City, and again re-enter Baltimore City, which we'll soon do. I'm back on surface streets once again. Had to park a block away, couldn't park in front of my own house. Too many cars on the road tonight. Sunday night and wall-to-wall vehicles. I don't understand. Well, anyway, tonight we went over 400 miles, 427, something like that. And our mileage back is, I believe, 149. You can do the math on that. But funny, living over there, and you can't park in front of your own house because somebody here parked crooked, parked erratically, and you can't park. They could have parked a bit further up and left me some room here, but nothing doing. But anyway, I don't want to end on a negative note, so hope you enjoyed the ride. And once again, thank you very much for the privilege of your time. You had a great ride despite those wrong turns. Thanks again for coming along. These Odysseys are getting harder and harder to do as I get older and older. But I will keep going as long as I can. But still, the fact remains, a very big thank you to all who supported me over the years. As you can see right about now, I could use all the support I can get. Not getting much from my neighbors. But alright. And as the song goes, come on up to the house. we made it. Around 6 p.m. right now.